Hello everyone, this is Kalpita and today we are gonna talk about the ongoing series Behind Your Touch. Yes, we have reached the end of the episode releasing this weekend, that is today, and there are still many unanswered questions. It's now clear that neither Kwang-sik nor Son-woo are the serial killers. The burning question remains that who is the culprit and what is his or her motive behind all these killings. Let's explore this further. During the meteor shower, it wasn't just Kwang Sik and Dr. Bong who gained the power to see the past through a touch. A third person was equally gifted with this psychic ability, which emerges as a prime suspect. This mysterious killer is known to use blackouts during their murders, shutting eyes while committing the crimes. This tactic ensures that if Dr. Bong and Kwang Sik had touched the killer, they wouldn't have seen what happened during these blackouts. However, Dr. Bong and Kwang Sik gained their powers by touching a cow when meteors showered on them. The question arises, how did the third person who didn't even touch the cow acquire this power of psychic ability? It might sound unusual, but it's possible that merely witnessing the meteor shower granted him this psychic power through his eyes because at that moment the cow gazed at the bag and perhaps the person standing behind acquired this psychic power by locking eyes with the cow. Yes, it sounds funny. Yes, it seems unusual, but this is the curious notion that crossed my mind, and because of which the killer can see the past memories through people's eyes. Cha Ju-man has passed away, Kwang Sik is no more, and we don't know that Son-woo is alive or not. We'll get to know in today's episode, but it's clear that Son-woo was attacked by a killer itself, so Son-woo is not a killer. That leaves the shaman and Cha Ju-man's assistant as the prime suspect, as they were both present on the night of the meteor shower. As we are aware, currently 80% of audience suspect the shaman as the killer. However, it seems implausible for the shaman to have quickly donned a raincoat poncho and reached the opposite location to attack Dr. Bong. Even if we entertain the idea that the shaman managed to put on the raincoat poncho, there are still lingering questions that cast doubt on his involvement. For instance, Sonwo rescued Dr. Bong from the killer. During their confrontation, the killer was clearly dressed up in black pants and black shoes, whereas the shaman's attire is inconsistent with this description. So I think shaman is not the killer. The primary suspect is Cha Ju-man's assistant. There are several compelling reasons for this suspicion. Firstly, he was present at the night of the meteor shower. Secondly, Guang-sik, through his psychic ability, described the person as slim, a description that aligns with the assistant's physique. Thirdly, the killer was aware of the CCTV cameras. During a public meeting in Museum, Cha Ju-man and his assistant visited this meeting. They discussed about the installation of CCTV cameras. This man's assistant knew that where the CCTV cameras were installed. Lastly, though I am not certain, Wang Sik in his dying moments in front of Dr. Bong mentioned the word black. It's unclear if this referred to the assistant's frequent attire of black, or did he mean that killer used something to cover his face with black? Don't know, but we'll get to know about this soon in upcoming episodes. In this series, I have come up with a theory. The first victim, Miss Sia, an influencer, had a troubled past and was once abducted but rescued. She worked with the Cha Ju-man on a campaign for number one candidate. After the recovery from an accident, she was killed. The second victim was a close friend of detective or more like a brother to him, forced into a crime to save Nun's life. He took a suitcase which had something important. He ran away with it. The detective linked it to drug dealings because the gangster bought boats. The third victim, a coffee shop worker, might have seen something she shouldn't have during the delivery to Mugin fishing area. There's a connection between boats and the area, possibly linked to drug operations. Miss Sia's knowledge of drug dealings led to her blackmailing Cha Ju Man. The detective's friend may have planned to reveal the truth but got killed. The coffee shop worker became a liability after witnessing the drug operation. Maybe after all these killings and detective suspicions on each and every person started rising. Working closely with Chaju Man, he had been committing serial murders and the fear of getting caught eventually consumed him. So he takes a grim decision to kill Chaju Man. But what if there's more to the story? By blaming the death on Yebun's grandfather, he can receive a clean slate in this case. It's uncertain, but Chaju Man might have been involved in drug dealings. He seemingly employed his assistant to eliminate those who discovered his dark secrets, as he was determined to keep it concealed during the elections. Yebun's mother appeared to possess some secrets, possibly related to this, which could be why she was targeted. I understand that the original case revolved around a scam that affected many middle-class people years ago. If Chajuman is indeed involved, it would likely become a high-profile case and serve as Detective Moon's ticket back to Seoul after solving it. If you liked the video, then do let me know your thoughts, your views on this in comment section. Thank you.